They say technology knows us better than we know ourselves. That our phones, our computers, our digital footprint can predict our desires before we even acknowledge them. I always thought that was just marketing hype, until the day Google told me my wife was cheating on me. It started subtly. Ads. Little pop-ups on my screen while I worked. At first, I didn't think much of it. Everyone gets random targeted ads. But then, they became specific. Too specific. Luxury hotel deals. Romantic getaway packages. Ads for secret dating apps. I furrowed my brow, scrolling past them. I hadn't searched for anything like that. My Google history was filled with work-related research, a few sports updates, and the occasional news article. But these ads? They weren't for me. And then, one day, an ad popped up that made my stomach drop. Your reservation at Bellwood Suites is confirmed. Book now for your next romantic escape. Bellwood Suites. I knew that name. It was a high-end hotel, just outside the city. A place where people didn't go for business. It was where people went to disappear. My hands turned cold as I stared at the screen. What the hell was going on? I wasn't searching for hotels. I wasn't planning any vacations. But someone in my house was. And there was only one other person who used our computer. Lena. That night, I sat at the dinner table, watching her. She was on her phone, scrolling mindlessly, tapping at the screen with a soft smile. She was beautiful, deceptively so. Long blonde hair, delicate features, a laugh that once felt like music to me. I used to think she was everything I had ever wanted. She had changed in the last few months. I told myself it was work stress, that everyone went through phases, that I was just being paranoid. But now, I was starting to see it. The late nights. The sudden obsession with looking perfect every time she left the house. The extra showers. The texts she used to show me, but now kept locked behind a password. And the ads. The damn ads. I needed proof. Real proof. I wasn't going to accuse her based on an algorithm. So I started watching. And soon enough, I saw everything. Lena thought she was careful. She wasn't. She had a pattern. Tuesdays and Fridays. She always left the house a little earlier, took just a bit longer to get home. I followed her once, keeping my distance, my heart pounding in my chest the entire time. She didn't go to work. She didn't go to the gym. She went to Bellwood Suites. I sat in my car watching her walk into the hotel with another man. He was younger than me, cocky looking, the kind of guy who wore tailored suits and thought the world owed him something. Lena met him in the lobby. They kissed. Not the kind of kiss you give a friend. Not even the kind of kiss you give a fling. This was deep, familiar, rehearsed, like they had done it 100 times before. And just like that, my marriage was over. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Confrontation would only give her a chance to lie, to twist the truth, to make excuses. No, I needed to plan. I needed to make sure she felt every ounce of the pain she had caused me. I started gathering evidence. I went through our shared bank account, found transactions she thought I wouldn't notice, charges at expensive restaurants, perfume stores, weekend trips I had never been invited to. I checked our phone records, long calls to an unknown number late at night. Then, I did something that sealed my decision forever. I installed a keylogger on her laptop. The first thing I saw was an email draft. I love you. I just don't know how to leave him yet. My hands shook as I read it over and over again. She wasn't just cheating. She was planning to replace me. That was when my anger turned into something else. Something colder. Something final. She wanted out? Fine. I'd make sure she left with nothing. The night before my plan took effect, I sat on the couch, drinking a beer, watching Lena as she got ready for bed. She had no idea. No idea that by this time tomorrow, her life would be in ruins. I smiled to myself. Let the fire begin. The next morning, I left for work as usual. Kissed Lena on the cheek. Told her I loved her. Lied to her the way she had been lying to me for months. She had no idea that by the time she got home, everything would be gone. I had spent the night finalizing everything, transferring money, canceling accounts, securing legal paperwork. The house. In my name. The car? Gone. The credit cards? Blocked. The bank accounts? Drained. And the final piece? A perfectly timed email. At exactly 3 p.m., while she was with him at the hotel, I sent her screenshots of everything. The credit card statements. The text messages I had recovered. The bank withdrawal confirmations. And a final note. Enjoy your stay. When you get home, you won't have one. Then, I turned off my phone. And waited. At 6:43 p.m., Lena came home. Or at least, she tried to. I watched from my car, parked across the street. As she rushed up the driveway, panic written all over her face. She fumbled for her keys, trying to unlock the door. It wouldn't open. The locks had been changed. She banged on the door, called my name, screamed. I rolled down my window. Problem, babe? She spun around, eyes red, makeup streaked, looking like a woman on the verge of collapse. Harry, please, she sobbed. I can explain. I stepped out of the car, calm, collected. I pulled my phone from my pocket, scrolling through the images I had sent her. One by one, I let them show on the screen. The hotel charges, the emails, the text message where she told him, I just don't know how to leave him yet. She dropped to her knees. I crouched down beside her, my voice cold and final. You don't have to figure out how to leave me, Lena. I already left you. She broke, sobbing, gasping, begging. But I had already given her everything she deserved. Nothing. And with that, I got in my car and drove away.